Learn English through stories. How saying no changed his entire life. Have you ever watched someone lose everything because they couldn't say one simple word? Ryan stood outside his office. His hands were shaking. His phone kept ringing. His boss was calling again. His friends wanted another favor. His family expected more money. Everyone wanted something from him. Ryan looked at the screen. For a long moment, he did nothing. Then he whispered one word. No. That one word changed his entire life. But to understand why, we have to go back 3 years. If you enjoy emotional stories while improving your English, stay with me until the end. This story may change the way you think forever. 3 years earlier, Ryan was 26 years old. People liked him. Everyone said the same thing. Ryan is such a nice person. He smiled at everyone. He helped everyone. He never wanted to disappoint anyone. At first, this sounded like a good thing. But slowly, it became the biggest problem in his life. Every morning, Ryan woke up before sunrise. Not because he wanted to. Because someone always needed him. His cousin needed a ride. His neighbor wanted help moving furniture. A friend wanted him to finish a project. His boss asked him to work late. Ryan always smiled. Sure. No problem. I can do that. He never complained. But every time he said yes to others, he quietly said no to himself. He stopped going to the gym. He stopped reading books. He stopped learning English. He stopped chasing his dream of starting his own business. One day became 1 week. 1 week became 1 month. 1 month became 1 year. His dreams slowly disappeared. But Ryan still believes something. If I keep helping people, one day they will help me. He had no idea how wrong he was. One rainy evening, Ryan finally had time to work on his business idea. He made a cup of coffee. He opened his laptop. He smiled. This is it, he whispered. But before he could begin, his phone rang. It was his best friend, Daniel. Ryan, I really need your help. Ryan looked at the laptop. Then at the phone. He closed the laptop. I'll be there. 3 hours later, Ryan came home exhausted. His coffee was cold. His motivation was gone. He looked at the clock. Midnight. Tomorrow, he said. Tomorrow never came. Weeks passed. Then months. Ryan became busier than ever. But strangely, he achieved nothing for himself. One afternoon, his younger sister, Emma, sat beside him. She watched him answer another phone call. Another favor. Another promise. Another yes. When the call ended, she asked quietly, Ryan, are you happy? He laughed. Of course. She looked into his eyes. No. You look tired. You always help everyone. But who helps you? Ryan had no answer. That question stayed in his mind all night. A few days later, Ryan met Daniel at a small coffee shop. Daniel was excited. I got promoted. Ryan smiled. That's amazing. Daniel nodded. You know why? Ryan waited. I stopped trying to make everyone happy. Ryan frowned. What do you mean? Daniel leaned forward. I learned something. Every time you say yes to something unimportant, you're saying no to something important. Ryan felt those words hit him like a wave. Daniel continued. I stopped wasting my evenings. I stopped accepting every invitation. I stopped answering every message immediately. I finally had time to build my future. Ryan looked out the window. Rain fell softly against the glass. He wondered. What future was he building? For the first time. That question scared him. That night, Ryan couldn't sleep. He opened an old notebook. Inside was a list he had written 3 years earlier. My dreams. Heavy checkmark, speak English fluently. Heavy checkmark, start my own online business. Heavy checkmark, read 20 books. Heavy checkmark, travel the world. Heavy checkmark, become financially free. Every goal was still unfinished. Nothing had changed. Except one thing. 3 years had disappeared. Ryan closed the notebook. His chest felt heavy. He wasn't lazy. He wasn't stupid. He wasn't unlucky. He was simply too busy living other people's lives. The next morning, Ryan decided something. Today will be different. On his way to work, another message appeared. Can you finish my report today? Normally, he would answer in seconds. His fingers moved toward the keyboard. Then he stopped. His heart started beating faster. He remembered Daniel's words. Every yes is a no to something else. Ryan took a deep breath. Then he typed. I'm sorry. I can't today. He stared at the message. His finger hovered over the send button. It felt impossible. What if they became angry? What if they stopped liking him? What if they thought he was selfish? For almost a full minute, he couldn't move. Finally, he pressed send. The message was gone. Ryan waited. 10 seconds. 30 seconds. 1 minute. Then his phone buzzed. He slowly opened the reply. His face turned pale. He whispered. I didn't expect this. Part 2, final. Ryan took a slow breath. His hands were still shaking. He looked at the message. It said, no problem. I'll ask someone else. That was all. Ryan blinked. He read it again. No problem. Just 3 simple words. For years, he had imagined something very different. He thought people would become angry. He thought they would stop talking to him. He thought they would hate him. But nothing happened. The world did not end. For the first time, Ryan realized something. Most of his fears had existed only in his mind. The next few days were not easy. Saying no still felt uncomfortable. Every time someone asked for a favor, his heart beat faster. His mind whispered, just say yes. It is easier. But another voice answered, your future matters too. So Ryan made one simple rule. Before answering anyone, he asked himself one question. Does this help the life I want to build? If the answer was yes, he gladly accepted. If the answer was no, he politely refused. Slowly, everything began to change. Every evening, Ryan now had 2 free hours. Instead of scrolling through his phone, he opened an English storybook. At first, he understood only a few words. But he kept reading. Every day. Every week. Every month. He repeated new words aloud. He watched English videos. He listened to simple stories while walking. Little by little, his confidence grew. One evening, Emma smiled and said, your English sounds much better. Ryan laughed. I still make mistakes. Emma replied, everyone does. But now you keep going. Those words stayed with him. A month later, Ryan finally started working on his business idea. It was small. Just a simple website. Nothing special. Some nights were exciting. Some nights were frustrating. Sometimes nothing worked. Sometimes he wanted to quit. But this time, he didn't wait for motivation. He followed his schedule. Even on difficult days. Especially on difficult days. Because he had learned a powerful truth. Discipline begins where motivation ends. Not everyone liked the new Ryan. One afternoon, an old friend called. "Ryan, can you spend your whole Saturday helping me move?" Ryan already had plans. He wanted to finish an important project. He smiled and said, "I'm sorry. I can't this weekend." There was silence. Then his friend replied, "You've changed." Ryan felt guilty. For a moment, he almost said, "Okay. I'll come." But he stopped himself. Instead, he answered calmly, "Yes. I have changed. I still care about you. But I also have to care about my own future." The call ended. Ryan felt sad. But deep inside, he also felt free. Months passed. His daily routine became stronger. Wake up early. Exercise. Read. Study English. Work on his business. Sleep on time. The routine was not exciting. It was not perfect. But it worked. One small step every day became a big change over time. People started noticing. His boss noticed his focus. His family noticed his confidence. Emma noticed his smile. Even Ryan noticed something different. For the first time in years, he looked forward to tomorrow. One rainy evening, Ryan received an email. His heart raced. It was from a company overseas. Months earlier, he had applied for a freelance project in English. He had almost forgotten about it. His hands shook as he opened the message. It began with one sentence. "Congratulations." He stopped reading. He closed his eyes. He smiled. Then he read the rest. The company loved his work. They wanted to hire him. The payment was more money than he had ever earned from a single project. Ryan sat quietly. He remembered all the evenings he had protected. All the invitations he had declined. All the distractions he had avoided. Suddenly, every difficult no made sense. A few weeks later, Ryan walked through the same park where he used to feel lost. Everything looked familiar. But he was different. His phone rang. It was Daniel. "So, how's life?" Ryan smiled. "Busy." Daniel laughed. "The good kind of busy?" Ryan looked at the sky. "Yes. For the first time in my life." Ryan finally understood something that most people never learn. Saying no is not about rejecting people. It is about protecting your time, your energy, your dreams, and your future. Every yes has a price. The question is, what are you giving up each time you say it? Sometimes, the most powerful word in your life is not yes. Sometimes, it is no. That one small word gave Ryan something he had almost lost forever. His time. His confidence. And his future. Before you go, think about your own life. What is one thing you need to start saying no to, so you can finally say yes to your dreams? Share your answer in the comments. For English learning through stories, for more interesting story, please like and subscribe to my channel and share them.